top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Are you gonna put the damn lotion on? What are you doing?
I am. What do you think I'm rubbing in? Normally I don't rub it under.
And it'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On first down, it's McNair. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now McNair. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now McNair. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, 36 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. Hey, catch. 19 right. Hustle.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They'll try and throw for it. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's McNair. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. McNair. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. To throw, McNair. goes. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 8. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Over the middle, complete, and it's a fumble. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, McNair. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 32 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. McNair to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And out of bounds finally, but not before getting it way across the 50 inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They're going to try and throw.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he finds McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Back to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Breece Hall, 31 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
Guys, it feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw. McNair. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, 43 yards. And they eat. To their lead here in the final minute of the third. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now McNair off the play fake. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The man in motion is Brown. On 4th down, McNair. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. McNair.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On 4th down, McNair. He finds his target, Allen.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Another run with Sanders. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Come on.
On 4th down, McNair. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down at 3 touchdowns at 21. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they take a knee.
Charles, and we typically see it in